Ooh, a day in the life of me. It seems that there is some poetry that needs to be explained and exposed and told in manners in which humanity is exposed as its own vital worst enemy of suffering and solving and negation and contemplation, weird and the exiled and the expressive and the hopes and the dreams and the needs and the requirements and the basic futility of life as we hold it and want it and see it and live it and love it and want it and share it, complain it and solve it and revolve it and call it and joy by golly it. We were we we have some foliage, and then I thought, oh, what the world of my languid long channel, it's gone to nowhere and not. And what in the fuck and what in the fraught is this bit of nonsense that I call life, that I see here, that I want there, that I paint there, and I need some clear, and some blah blah. And I thought, say it online and don't be shy. And lines and times are important things to be and weird and all my greed and my needs to feed and drink and cheat and hope that smoke doesn't get more in my lungs, 'cause life isn't a joke. Is this fleshly, bodily thing that we live in? And I don't scream as I paddle my words back and time and then tick tock through time once again. Get through the mundane madness of the paperwork, the shuffle of life, it seems. And here, born on dreams, I speak of a word in my bed, like a turd, like a worm that wriggles and rattles with not much need. I'm in exile and broken, disabled, painful world of dancing and prancing in the minds of YouTube, hoping and hoping and groping and playing and feeling and wanting and glangling. Wow! So I'm like, okay. So now, what do you guys? What should you guys know? What am I gonna do? What am I doing on this? I thought, hey, life and fucking wake up in the morning like, look, it's a holiday. Put your tears in a bucket. I thought that last line was stolen. Everything else, oh me. And I thought, okay, what the fuck? Another day older and I'm deeper in debt. I gotta call UPS because I'm getting hog fucked by the guy Paul at UPS. You guys, simply whoever wants to entertain and check this out. Right, check this out. That's Simon. Wait, that's not Simon. There's this guy Simon on here. And but that was Jero that just hit it all. Jero, I say in my Spanish. Hey brother, take a look at the page and tell me what you think. It's already, but it needs your credentials because right now everything is connected to my bank account. This dude's setting up a website to run some traffic through the art pages. And so that's that guy. So that guy's doing okay as long as I feed him the dough, my minuscule amounts of dough. And then, but this other guy's hitting me up for some company, some online company. And then this here's my tracking package. I dropped off a scooter to the UPS store, and then magically, 3 days later, I find out that the thing hasn't even shipped yet. And so it's 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'm going to call. And I'm going to record some things today because I can, and just fucking babble about what the fuck I want and say what the fuck I want. Because what the fuck, fuck, I like the word fuck, and who doesn't like the word fuck? Meanwhile, I'm kicked off sideways on Instagram, looking at badass shit. Badass shit. Okay, so, first things first. Okay, what the fuck, man? Where's Paul's shop? That's the other thing, finding Paul's shop. It's not actually a UPS store. It just ships UPS. There's going to be some downtime in this video, obviously, right? Because I'm just kicking through time on this one. This is just, what the fuck, inside scoopage for all you stupids that watch my stupid channel. You stupid for doing so. You should do something else with your day instead of listening to me tell you how stupid you are for watching my channel, right? Like, who watches this channel anyway? Only a rest, you motherfuckers ever watch that fucking channel. But this fucker, my scooter broke. A fucking foot scooter, because I got a DUI last year and I can't walk anywhere, so the foot scooter, and then the fucking thing got a fucking flat, and I fucking fix the flat in the fucking thing, and they said you're not supposed to fix the flat in the fucking thing, and I'm like, let me add a new inner tube, and they couldn't, and then the thing fell off, and the collapse thing, and the click thing to make a portable thing fell off, and I broke, and I can't take it anywhere, and so then the head of customer service just said, mail it back, and we'll mail you a new one. So then I go to Paul. Hey, Paul, at UPS. That I know Paul, that I send all my art through. Hey, Paul, send that on my scooter. And all of a sudden now I can't even find Paul's store. And I was like, hey, what do I do in that bit of moment of confusion? I go live. I go live on the tubes here and look for Paul's store. So the thing is none of these are ringing a bell. It's not the right address. So let's see. UPS shipping center. So, wait, and just need to phrase it differently. You guys know how this internet thing works. Where the fuck is this? Okay. We're good. Come on, buddy. Where are you? Third and fourth. It's fucking on third south. Better be on third south. Just gonna zoom in. You guys deal with it, right? Your level of involvement in my video goes to the depths in which you right the game. Maybe that one. 3, 4, shipping and packaging. I keep saying that one's on 7th. No way is it on 7th. 4 south. And come on, computer. Come on. Don't be. Shipping connections. Shipping connections. That's it. Okay, here we go. Open soon. Son of a bitch. Doesn't even open for another minute. Okay, now I'm off. All right. Battery goes. A little tour of the shit shack called Mike's Shit Shack. This is what I like to call Mike's Shit Shack. All right. Okay. We'll get up in the morning and then oh man, I keep letting these homeless people stay at my place or shower at my place. And then sometimes it gets a little edgy. Sometimes it gets a little nerve-wracking. But so anyway, crammed all my shit into this little room, right, with a foam wall. That's made out of foam. And I just put that's metal. It's metal on the roof. See that disjunct up there? That's metal. And that's foam. And that's a foam wall. That's my door. That's my non-foam green sheet door. And all right. So that's my beer. I got my beer that I made the homeless lady, lesbian. Wasn't gonna get on her. I mean, wasn't gonna get on her. Oh, head all cut up in the back. Just like sleeping outside. And in our storage units, right? Like there's this homeowners association they've been suing for a year. And so they finally had a meeting before the annual meeting. And I had filed a lawsuit against them on my own dime last year over parking. And now these investors are really getting a lot very upset. They have to pay their lawyers a couple $100 to explain why people that want to refinance or buy their condos can't because there's litigation and they legally have to disclose that there's litigation. And why do they have to legally disclose that there's litigation? Because I filed a fucking lawsuit against the douchebags because they stole my parking and they sold it back to me. I own 1.1% of the parking, and last year they imposed a fee to park my vehicle, which I don't have any longer, on the property. And I don't have it any longer because of the DUI. And why the DUI? Because I drink. And why do I drink? I drink more. Even though God and the universe has told me, please don't drink anymore. Mike, it's not good for the body. And Allah says, do not do anything that God forbid is bad for the body. And so I was like, okay. But anyway, I got a lot of pain. Why do I have pain? It's 9-10 year layover off of jumping off a roof. Why do you jump off a roof? Because you're busy bonding with God and the universe and the matrix and the symbols of the universe as it impacts your mind and your psyche and unfolds the innards and makes them outers until you're bleeding and you're blood and your gut. But you're doing it to the mind, and the mind falls on the outside. It's extrinsic, not intrinsic. Everything is extrinsic on the outside, patterned on the wall of the symbols of the minds of the madness of the universe, all on the outside, kaleidoscoping like you're in the center of a tornado, interpreting it, and the mind is really a vacant lot, mirror the antenna, and an antenna tells you. And I leap off a roof, and that's why the fuck I got a lot of pain. You want to see the feet? When's the last time I showed you fuckers the feet? It's been a while. It's been a long while. So So maybe I'll hold off on that for a little bit. You guys have seen me clod hopping around my little shit show here for some time now, making these little fucked up videos. Look at that. Oh, 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 Mike Phil art. God, that looks good on screen. Right, that painting's big. This goes in the Prada Homes, so I'm all psyched about this Prada Homes thing. Gonna be doing that. That's a big old painting. Right. People that do digital paintings, digital portraits, they're fucking cheaters. You cheaters. You don't understand the medium of the paint. You get one time. And if you fuck up, you got to relayer it. You don't just get to digitally wipe it, digitally replace it. It's cheating. You digitizers is just using tools of the cheat. Whereas hand drawn, this brush, from the sun to the canvas. Those are the real kook butts. All right, well, maybe I shouldn't just fucking ramble constantly if I'm going to keep the camera open for some time. And, it's just, I don't know. I was just thinking, like, what the fuck? YouTube's, like, it's full of people trying to tell other people what the fuck, their politics. Oh, this is what I think. The left, right, and the left on did. The Donald Trump done did. And boop doo boop doo. And let me do boop boo about this doo doo. And my philosophy is doo 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 doo. Boo 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 boo. I'm a talking head. I like to do my camera at me going doo 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 doo. And it's just like, man. Everybody. Hey, Mike Sutton, I'm in the corner somewhere so you can see my mug and my person-to-person discontent. How serious, how absolutely serious I am about what it is I'm trying to convey to you about what I believe about the statistics and the facts and the way it is in the actual world, right? Make certain that you can look into my eyes and see just absolutely positively my humanity as I'm discussing, the way it is, the way that it is, the way that it must be. I can't stand. Sometimes I just can't stand it. I mean, it wasn't about talking heads, and it wasn't about pointing the fucking camera at you. I mean, YouTube is for a channel for people to make movies or do scopes. And then the brainiacs, not the brainiacs, those with the proper tools and commitment to the tools and the instinct to do so, make, cartoons and cut and paste stuff. And, they put their heart and soul into some sort of medium that I thought, man, how do I go about doing that? Do I go to the Dundare store and get myself some Dundare thingies, little thingies, little tools, representational tools and thingies, so as I can tell a story, tells myself a story about the way things work through using little tactics and techniques about, like a cartoon might. You guys want to get involved in me scraping my foot? Scraping, do you? You guys want to watch that? Huh? Day in the life of my friend? Huh? You guys want to see that? Huh? Fine, huh? Huh? Fine. I'll show you. Look at this. A lot of people, like this one lady, she came by and I showed her my foot. And she's like, oh, that's not bad. I know this other dude, man. His whole legs are wreck. All right. And I'm like, man, his whole legs are wreck. Oh, I love that. Look at the sunlight bouncing off of my skin particles as I scrape this thing. Look, that's my full movement of my foot. It's like it ain't a plantain banana, but it's a plantain, and then that's a plane. See that plane? That's it. There's me rotating it. That's my dancing foot. Right. And then, oh, well, I'll show you guys the other side one day when I get around to it. It's another big old scar on that side. And what? Okay, well, it's not every day that I get to scratch the feet, the old toe, but man, that one's bugging the shit out of me. And so I let this other, I let this guy that's homeless, and he thinks he's being gang stalked, so he comes in and he covers all my windows with tape and hangs shit up and locks the windows, and he can only stay for maybe like a couple hours because he gets paranoid, and then he has to leave. But in the winter, I was letting him stay, and then this lady was like caught sleeping in the shed. This 30-year-old that maybe looks like she's, I don't know, 20, something like that, and she's the one with the cut up head. And she's this bulldog lesbian talking about how she's stabbing these dudes in the back that are fucking with her prostitute friends. And she's a lesbian and has all this sympathy. And so, I cook a pizza and chase her off to get me a couple beers around the corner because I'm in fucking pain, and beer's good. Beer's good shit. In case you guys didn't know about beer, beer's got this thing called alcohol in it. Humanity, somebody came across this puddle of grass in some swamp water once, like way back when. I think at least 60 years ago, cavemen on the planet came across this swamp of grass that was, it was like it had all this, it was fermentizing, and it plumb yielded some liquid, and then some monkey, one the human monkey, went up and they go like the dumb monkey, and it got him drunk, and the rest of the monkeys like ooh, and then I sent this woman to the store to get me some of that, and it went less ouchy. Same thing with coffee. I think coffee was meant as potpourri, and that smoke wasn't meant to be inhaled. It was meant to be looked at. It's strictly something to look at. Okay, well, that's my numbskull intro rant. Well, if you guys got this far, maybe I can make things a little more serious. I think I still gotta just call Paul. I'm just letting this thing burn because later on, I'm gonna watch this and think, oh yeah, that was fun, and I'm really glad that I did that because, stuff. I'm really glad I turned on the camera and exposed myself to the world when I was so much more intellectual than I was giving to the world. Things that the world could use. The world really needs to see. Moi. Me. Shipping connection. Open soon. Okay. Let's see if you're there, Paul. Let's see if you're starting bright-eyed in the morning every day, like you have been for years, being the loyal worker. I was in here last time, and there's some woman staring at me while I'm shipping this painting out, and I say, "Hey," I'm there with my brother. I'm like, "Hey, to the lady, if my girlfriend dumps me before 7 o'clock tonight, do you want to go to a play?" She's like, "No." And Paul and my brother start laughing, and she kind of starts laughing, and I'm like, "Hey, well, if you change your mind, here's my card." Shit.
Moving connection. Can I help you?
Hey, that I like a couple days ago. Is this where Paul works down there by the Greek joint?
Paul works down there. Yep.
Well, down there. You're not in that joint, or you're? Oh, okay.
Yeah, we are. We're 2 doors up from him. We're in the same complex.
Oh, so you're not actually that place. You're not the UPS joint.
No, that's 406, and we're 412. So we're a moving. So you're calling a moving company. We're with them, and 2 doors up.
Okay. Oh, okay. There we go. All right. Hey, appreciate it. Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye. God, son of a bitch. My bad. Okay. 5. You guys can learn. Watch and learn. This is what I do in a day.
Hi, you have reached the Federal Express authorized shipping station for downtown Salt Lake City, located at 406 E 300 South. Our hours of operation are Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Right, and it's
Saturday,
8:44.
10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Closed Sunday.
It's 8:44.
We offer a variety of packing supplies and have the latest cutoff times in all of Salt Lake City for next day, Tuesday, those times are as follows: 6 p.m. Monday.
Down, just get C.
4 p.m. Saturdays, closed Sunday. For any additional information, please feel free to visit us at 406 East 300 South during our regular business hours. Thank you.
Okay, so they're not they're not ready yet. They're getting off to a slow start. Oh, okay. So here where we at on tour de force of art. Right, we got April. Right, there's April, who is a fictitious character out of my head in Puerto Rico, and then I call it the unholy winter only because her thing is unholy. Knocked that one out mega fast. In just a few hours. That was fun because it flowed well. And I wasn't clumping up my psyche. And then this one's sharing a fatty oil painting. See, that's my shit station right there. That's where I take a shit in my director's chair. See all that digital stuff there? That's my Poppy. Today I was gonna paint a purple pen in Poppy's painting. Paint a purple pen in Poppy's painting. That'd be the last thing in there. This here, that's an unspeakable. It's not even coming through. Well, that's the one I'm working on. It's a portrait. Won't go into detail about that. Got all that jazz there. Look at all that stuff. See, yes, I'm jammed into my little room. Here's my foam wall again. Thanks for playing. Thanks for listening. See, foam, and then on the outside, see how tropical it is? You get to remind me that I'm tropical universe, to remind myself as this video is mine. Watch me duck out slowly into this mega amazing universe called Mike Makes Coffee. There's look at this shiz. That says Bitmain. See, that's a Bitcoin miner right there, Bitmain, and in the box is the miner. That's the power source. And I think I'll keep you guys from my piss. Right, I'll let you guys watch me make coffee. Now, I don't smoke cigarettes regularly, right? They're bad, but my sort of girlfriend Selma left them over here, so I've been like kind of picking at it. It's my 2-day-old leftover coffee grounds, hazelnut. Not really into hazelnut. Anyway, this should be more candid. Like, why? Look at this. Why didn't you guys tell me I was that fat? That's a joke. I don't get out of the gym, and then I'm getting fat. Feet in pain. Yeah, this is the anti-philosophy video. I'm not here to philosophize about any shit. Maybe I want to do it. I'm not here to do it. Not today. Not tomorrow. I got my nuts. See, for a vegetarian, I'm a fat bastard. All these tortillas. Rob, anyway, this is a dating video, right? This is for women like, oh yeah, that guy, that almost middle-aged guy was trying to make a long-winded dated video showing me his bad dancing foot. I'm not going out with him. He doesn't know how to dance. By the way, I'm going to London here in a month. Yep, it's a fact. Going to London in a month for a few days. Skip on up to Amsterdam. A few days. Get the train. See what it's like on the other side of the pond. See about walking. Walk a little bit. Get myself some walking. Drinking. Those people in the UK, boy, they like to drink. I hear they used to drink their own piss because the water was so bad. They drink some alcohol. Their water was so bad. Meanwhile, all the chicks in the world, it's all about the ass and fucking twerking. Look at my body. Look how great we are. Look at how we're straight lesbian girls. We prefer men now. Because you men are disgusting. We prefer women now. So we're all lesbians. Except for some of us that are still addicted to the dick. We're addicted to the dick. And deep down, we want a man. But in the meantime, we're going to love our ladies and suck some titties and go down and experience the good life, the lesbian hedonism, and the clown life, and say this and say that, and that's a fact. I think this lady, it's not like I'm denying that she's a lesbian. I think she's a lesbian because she hates men. You guys figured out. Let me give you something to look at while I go meander back to the pisser. Yeah, I'll have to take you guys to the pisser. I'll fill this up. Put my hand in some water so it helps me feel more like I need to do some morning pissing. And I'm off. All right. Here we go. Thanks for playing. Nah, I'm not gonna take you guys to the pisser. Even though that's where my best thinking. Oh boy, does my best thinking come in when I'm at the pisser. You guys are gonna miss the best part. What in fact is the best way? What in fact is the best way? The best way to get through one's day. What in fact is the best way to get through one's day? I have to say. Okay, so what we have here is this forest book, right? And so I was looking at what kind of birds I can manipulate. Get these birds to manipulate for paintings. They're starlings. See, I like that guy right there. Oh, it's just going to be long, drawn-out overkill. Certainly leave a comment if you decide to peek into the day in the life. See, every day I have, like 10-minute segments where I can stand and maybe even longer before shit really ramps up in the pain department. And then, yeah, I'm not here to complain. I got enough of that complaining thing. Oh, okay, so I don't eat in the morning much, even though I want to eat in the morning. Been eating these. Yeah, okay, I'll just kill it, man. I'll just kick it. Kick it. Let you guys decide how much of this you want to watch. And some people, mostly probably like intellectual naked women or women fooling around their house all day would be much more exciting than a long drawn out ongoing video of me. But I was just thinking about, how one thing I learned after you go through this, you get over a bunch of fears, is that there's some re-echoed fear. You get all spiritual and pious and well-directed, and if you don't have a lot of responsibility, you don't have to steer the ship necessarily in any particular way. Creative life, creative enjoyment. But it was just this idea of, after you come to, before enlightenment, you go to the river and get the water, and after enlightenment, you go to the river and you get the water, right? And so, okay, well, after enlightenment, and after you feel like the world's staring at you, and you're staring at you, God's staring at you, and the internet's staring at you, then you might think of sin, meaning like, we'll quit doing a lot of shit, not necessarily because you're being watched doing it, because there's no gratification in like mega hedonism, even though that comes out periodically. But it's more like, how do you pull back, right? How do you pull back from the adventures of life, and then how do you part of breaking myself was that it took a nomadic soul like my own, and it made it stationary. Therefore, in my jungle of existence, this is representative of my jungle. In my jungle of existence, I have to find the beauty and the coolness, and just getting through, right? And whatever my surroundings are, got to find something that's somewhat cool about that. I hated hazelnut, and then I accidentally bought some, and now I kind of like hazelnut. And I thought, well, hazelnut is like witch hazel and witches, stuff for witches, and I'm moving back into that dark realm again. You sense the good, you sense the evil, you mitigate it in your mind. If it's too much for your Christian or your religious heart to bear, you reel back from it, even symbolically. You don't have to. A lot of people don't think like this. Most people don't think like I think. As a matter of fact, I'll go so far as to say, nobody thinks like I think. For some people. Okay, so we're going to get some coffee. We're going to get grapefruit, stay in the liar. All right. Do. Get Discord here in a bit. Get good old Discord on. And do a little shit shooting. 4-week-old grapefruit. Got to. Rarely eat grapefruit. Put a little pepper on that thing. Put a little this and that. You're like, I would never let this guy raise my kids and serve them 3-week-old grapefruit straight out of the rind I want a pill. All right. So every now and again, it boils from the recesses of my ramble as a gem. Every now and again, I say something that's worthwhile to somebody, somehow, maybe. Okay. Anyway, got to put a purple pen in my dad's painting, as I mentioned. I don't think I ran enough water in the good old hazelnut. Oh, yes. Oh. Hello down there. Hello. Are you drowning? Do you need some help in the boiling soup? No, monsieur, we're fine. As if I to myself even like that. During the day, during the day, during the day. Come on, motherfucker. Give me some more. Give me some more witch hazel coffee. Come on with. Here's a witch hazel nut. Witch nut hazel. Dear Liza, you want it? All right, I'll do the nut. Since I'm normally horizontal in life, my circulation's different. With pepper, go. Oh, I'll give you guys a little penile waggage. Some baggage and a penile waggage. But, you know, even though I'll get bored of myself here in not too long. Normally I would be what do you call it? Letting other people entertain me online, listening to some news video of something else, trying to push my psyche in a direction I don't care to have it pushed. Notre Dame just spun, and I blame it on the Notre Dame football team. Now where are they going to practice? Oh, where's the Notre Dame football team going to practice? Now that Notre Dame is burned down, we need a new stadium. And somebody said, you know, like, hey, why don't the Romans build back Notre Dame or the, you know, the Vatican? And then someone else online said, no, the reason that they are upset that Notre Dame burned down was because it's the Cathedral of Reason, right? And then they cited that at some point, you know, I guess during the Renaissance maybe, that it was dedicated to reason and not to religion. What would actually happen if I was going to spend my whole day with this camera on? That I don't know. All right. You guys are running your busy lives, influencing people, going off to make a buck at the factory. I'll be eyeballing some Bitcoin. It's always feels like it's tanking whenever I get involved. Except for one time. Except for when it wasn't. At least I rode one good wave. At least I had one good wave of the world. You know what I mean? Okay. I once lived. I know what it's like to live, be human. Anyway, honestly though, I'm a little bit, you know, worried because family members are getting older. Like two people who I have met, you know, that connected on Facebook. Their dads died, you know, yesterday, and I'm busy painting my dad. My dad's getting kind of frail. And somehow I have this notion that it was my job during this life to solve, the secret of everlasting life that I could project onto my folks or anyone else that wanted to continue to live. And that's just inane, obtuse, overly spiritual thinking. So, I mean, even after you feel like you've ascended spiritually, you're regrounded. Like, okay, we'll show you what the angels know about God so it reveals itself to you. And then we'll put you back on the planet, where you can suffer your mortal existence. And make certain you're not too far out of line, pork chop. God, I really want a cigarette, but I'm not going to do it, man. I come back for that grapefruit later. Let me get that pepper to sink in on that one. Okay. I'm like Amanda who sits around one place for 40 years. Like, now I'm dying to get out of here. There's the other side of my foam wall. Some lattice. Not lettuce, lattice. And Jerry Garcia. Doesn't that look like Jerry Garcia? No woman, no cry. I feel pretty good about that piece because, Jerry Garcia and the Wailers. I added the no cry, kind of cleaned it up a little bit, put some lights in, and put a few people in the audience. And I don't know. I think it looks a little better. So here, in case you guys are like, I need a place to rent. I'd like to go in with Das Beck. He seems like a hoot. All right, I'm going to waddle down the hallway slowly. Nope, can't go in that room. That room's locked. Still got a roomie there. Can't. But there's the bathroom. See, let's give you guys a peek. Bathroom area. Yep. Okay, enough of that. And here. And here's where I put the homeless people to come sleep for a night or two. Go on, come sleep. Fuck. Of course, I live in the most heavily dense Mexican population in Salt Lake, at least in that part of town, because when I came out of LA, I'm like, move me to the roughest, toughest, and the poorest part of Salt Lake, because it'll remind me maybe a little bit about the rough and toughness of LA as opposed to this white bread nation. White bread and motherfucker. White bread Hockenberry from DC Cab. Okay, movies you guys should watch. Maybe I'll remember it. DC Cab. Very important. Because Mr. T and Bill Maher are in DC Cab. Okay. Get some power. Trade out this coffee pot. Figure out where to put this doobly doubly. See, even already, my hips blown out because the feet are bad. Just right there, waiting to get these feet cut off. Do I amputate them? When do I amputate them? Am I going to amputate them? What kind of robotics am I going to get? Am I going to get good robotics? I want good robotics. Like, why else would one want to get their foot cut off unless they had a pirate fetish? Unless, of course, you could have advanced robotics that would make, just would make me feel better and make me feel more like transhumanistic. Yes, make me feel istic. Wait. Okay. Son of a gun. I'm gonna have to rotate that in a minute. Sorry, you guys just have to kick it with me sometime. Shit. My phone's over there. Okay. I'm not even certain where to go on this. Right. I'm gonna take this painting down just for the time being. Right. She's holding up. It's okay. Not bad for a Gemini, right? Gotta put the Gemini sign in there. We gotta rework that. Can't believe it. The one thing that's the least complicated, I end up doing 3 times. So simple. Okay, I'll throw that up there. Let me finish up the puppet bad painting. See, there we go. Here's the old man. He's actually looking old finally, this guy. Called Bloodline. It's a Bloodline piece. Right, because I got the fingers over there. Anyway, working on that. That's the one I got to put the pen in. Put the pen in so it tells you a story. Right. And it's a pen and tell a story. Anyway, maximum. I've had very few viewers today, which is fine. Okay, so day in the life. Just kick through. Maybe I'll talk, maybe I won't. Maybe I'll play Discord, maybe I won't. I'm gonna sip my coffee. Get ready to paint the purple pen in and put it on the paper in my papa painting. And that's that. That's all I wanted to do on this one was add that pen and then call it done. It's gonna be done days ago, weeks ago. So let's see where I can put this so you guys can take a little tour to Art Force. Oh yeah, life goes on long after dark spook. Paints puppet pen. Son of a bitch. Okay, now my outlet's over there. Okay, hang on. Son of a. There we go. Come on, buddy. Maybe I should go get my phone while I'm up. Put this over here. Make a trip over something. That's what I'll do. Let's put it over here. Trip over some shit. Get my phone. I'd like to apply to live with Das Poop. I think I'm sexy enough and lovable enough and can fulfill all of Das Poop's sensual needs. With love and companionship. Look at that shit show. You know what that thing is right there? That's a TV. That's an old 2008 computer, and that is an old fat TV. Right there, just for your knowledge. Okay, let's see. Oh man, here's just laying this shit on me. 13. Okay. Couple pen. Life. Oh yeah, if anyone watching types anything, I might actually be able to respond. So I'm not in the throes of philosophical critique. Right. And the point of art is to bring about the insight of the artist, that which is to focus on the soul and the being and the immanence of the individual as it expresses itself to the other minds in a way in which the other individuals would not be able to normally comprehend reality, the things of the universe, the things that are seen. Oh, in such way. Okay, so I'm thinking initially I was just going to have him holding the pen, like he's doing the crossword, but I'm going to just have it, just want it laying there. I don't know why. I mean, somehow, putting it on the outside makes sense. Don't add a pen to the inside, add it to the outside, damn it. So you can't overcomplicate this piece. Not to mention, I'm going to put it out here first because at one time I thought it might make sense to be out here. It should be basically a pretty easy add, right? When you've been doing this for years, it's like picking your ass. Sometimes it takes a long time to get the dingleberries out, and other times it just doesn't. You can do it in one fell swoop. Okay. Yeah, so far so good. Come on, Papa. Sit still, my blood. Anyway, what to say? Right, like, do I feel good? Do I feel great about life? Is life supposed to feel great? It's just acquisition of shit and knocking out 2.5 babies and raising them and kicking through the one's day and trying to bring home the bacon and maybe go to work and meet some people and hang out and develop a few weirdo relationships, and that's the meaning of it all. And I don't know. They sound more like the antinatalist group now than that I criticized, that I defended against for way too long with my that's counterfactual, or that suffering doesn't mean